What is going on, guys? It's the Mad Dragon, and it's a Monday, which of course means we're going to be taking a look at the world rankings after another awesome weekend of rugby, right? I'm thoroughly enjoying the Autumn Nations. There is some brilliant rugby on the go. We're going to take a look at the world rankings, and we're going to take a look at the Superbru predictions. Go over my predictions, your guys' predictions. How well did we do? Spoiler for this week, your boy got a clean sweep in the green all the way across every single game. Not something I'm used to doing, and it's getting much harder with like 10 games on in a weekend. Certainly pretty tough. And then, of course, finishing off with the Fantasy League. How did we get on? Second spoiler. It's been a Mad Dragon type of week. I'm not going to lie to you guys. But let's jump in to start us out with the world rankings, because a lot of games to go over this week. South Africa remain in that top spot. They also take an extra little 0.32 after getting their win over England. Ireland gain 0.2 after their win over Argentina and jump over New Zealand up into second place. New Zealand, who dropped down into third place, losing 1.13 after a 1-point loss to France. Very, very tight game. I did say in the preview video, I was like, it's going to be so narrow either way, and absolutely was. France take that plus 1.13, so all four of the top teams now separated only by those 4 points. Second and third place, though, looking awfully tasty between those two. Argentina down that 0.2, remaining in sixth place after their loss. England dropped down that 0.32, but still holding out in seventh. Australia with a convincing win over Wales, get a plus 1.04, sees them close in on England. Very, very tight now for that seventh position. Fiji getting their win, take plus 0, such just a nothing amount, but still getting a win, always good. Italy gain a 0.24 after a win over Georgia that at halftime I was not convinced was coming in. Wales dropped down 1.04, remaining in 11th, and be very, very grateful that that Georgia lost their game, because if Georgia hadn't lost that game, Wales dropped down to 12th. If that had gone that way, and Georgia would have moved up above them into that 11th, might have got closed in on Italy. I'm not sure how that points marker would have matched to, actually, because obviously Italy would have dropped points, plus playing the home would have lost even more, and Georgia would have climbed. I'm not sure if they would have got into 10th, but certainly would have got to 11th. Japan getting their win, climb 0.64, move from 14th up to 13th, move above Samoa. USA getting their win, which not a lot of people were predicting for that one, got a plus 1.41. Spain lost nothing after their loss to Fiji. Uruguay move up above Tonga, even though they went down by that 0.64. Tonga, they're losing the 1.14 after losing to the USA, dropped down into 19th. Romania gain a plus 0.26. Chile went down 1.27, but holding out 21st. Hong Kong, China jump up to 22nd with a plus 0.87. Canada down to 23rd with a minus 0.26. Netherlands up to 24th from 27th. Big jump for them. Plus 1.27. Zimbabwe jump up from 29th up to 27th with a plus 0.83. And Brazil dropping down there into 28th from 26th with a 0.87. So much rugby going on at the minute. Sweden gain a 0.7, see them hold 31st. Germany gain plus 0.53. And Kenya up 1.78. Big result for them, sees them climb from 36th up to 33rd. Korea down a 0.83. Poland down to 36th, even though getting the plus 0.31, because Kenya got such a big leapfrog over everyone else. A lot of other people moving up because of the other games. Uganda dropping down that 1.71. Croatia down into 44th after losing their 0.7. Lithuania losing 0.31. And UAE down 0.53. Wow, a lot of games to go through today. Get ready for the rest of this video. But the main talking points, though, right up here, though, Australia closing in on England. South Africa securely out there in first place at the minute. Tasty, tasty stuff going on between Ireland and New Zealand for second place as we go into the next round. Oh, I mean, we should probably also mention Wales crashing and burning. Still down here. Over in Wales, things not going too well. But there we go. That is how the world rankings stand this week. Moving on then to the results of the predictions. We're going to have to go through them relatively quickly because there's a lot of games to go over. Ireland versus Argentina getting things kicked off. I said Ireland by 5. They took it by 3. I actually kind of expected Ireland to maybe go a little bit more. I was playing a bit of a conservative game there by going for 5. I thought maybe 5 to 10 would be the way it actually went. Where did you want to be? Wingspan and Elward getting it there, bang on 3, taking a half bonus point each. A few people did go for Argentina. They thought maybe a bit of an upset on the cards in terms of the bookies' favourites. Japan versus Uruguay, one not shown on TNT. I still love that we're all paying money to not be able to watch all the games. Isn't that a great system? I love how rugby's becoming so open and available for everyone that they try and push. So Japan took this one by 16. I said by 19, giving me another half bonus point. Who got bang off this one? Octo Microbe and Finn the Russell Hustle both splitting their half bonus point for going on the 16. A lot of people taking the half bonus point. Anyone go for Uruguay? 3 people went for Uruguay. The Beast went for the big scores. 56 to Uruguay. Did put in the comment section about what was going on with the name and the sort of forfeit name, and I do quite like it in the last one we did of these last week. Spain versus Fiji. I thought Fiji quite convincing for this one. I said Fiji by 13. They won it by 14. So close to me getting the big points. Somebody obviously took that away from me. Scottish Squid coming in there, getting it bang on with 14. Ben got a DNQ. I don't know why. I don't know what that means. I don't know why you didn't get a point, but Scottish Squid did. Ben, if you're in the comment section, drop it down so that I can have a read through, just to appreciate my knowledge a bit more on why that would go that way. I don't know why you get, maybe you locked it in after the deadline, but somehow secretly got it in. I don't know how that works. A couple of people did go for Spain, thinking the upset on the cards, not to be though. Scotland versus Portugal. I said Scotland by 22. Scotland eventually taking it by 38. Looked much better towards the end of that game. You had to go quite high out there to where that 99 percentile is. Where are we out here then? David Wakefield coming in joint with Barry on the 38 points. You guys splitting the half bonus point. All these games so far seem to be splitting the thing between two. Ben has got another DNQ. I'm not sure what's going on with you, Ben. I'm not sure why you've got DNQs across the board in this one. Did anyone go for Portugal? Anyone fancy it? Nope, no one went for Portugal. Didn't fancy going for the upset in this one. Romania versus Canada, one that I think caught a couple of people out potentially. Romania, I said by 5. They eventually took it by 8, so another half bonus point for me coming in there. Wow, some people went really high for Romania. Thought confidence over that. I thought these two teams were a little bit closer. My goodness. Just a bunch. A lot of you guys got it bang on, meaning you all split that 0.25. Again, Ben, another one for your DNQ. I don't know what's going on with you, mate. The Superbru's chopping you down at the legs for some reason. 4B went for Canada, though. Again, the Beast going out there for a big one. But, you know, had Canada got that, would have been big points for a very small minority of people. Tonga, USA. I saw this one in the bookies that USA were not favourites by a long way. I saw the performance that they did last week, and I thought I'm very confident in this USA team. Took it by 19. I said by 8. 2/3 of people went for Tonga. They thought they'd be having a big game. USA is where you want it to be. Nobody getting it bang on. OJ Church 12 and Donovan Muller taking your half bonus points each. Neither of you getting it within the 5 though to get the half bonus point for the match. England versus South Africa. I said South Africa by 14. Eventually took it by 9. Another half bonus point for myself there. A few people went for England. They thought maybe an upset on the cards. This one I had big confidence in South Africa for this one. Where did we want to be down here? Finn the Russell Hustle once again. Ooh, said that name a couple of times today. And WRU 14. Splitting that half bonus point between the two of you. Again, split between 2 on 9 points. Any massive scores? Forest. Thought. Huge domination game going out there on 55. France versus New Zealand. I said go low. Again, this one I played a bit more of a game. I wanted to put France by 2, as I said in the preview video, but I was like, I've got to give it a bit of a larger range. Get that half bonus point for me. I've got to claw my way back into this tournament. I said by 6, gives me a bit more broader range. Gave me that half bonus point for just by 1. So low-end scores is where you want it to be. Steed Cox and Christopher 113 splitting the half bonus point. A few people who went for low New Zealand as well, also getting a half bonus point from this one. Which, sometimes you go for those low scores, you still take something away for it. A lot of people thought New Zealand. I did see in the community tab on my channel, you can go there and look at the polls of who people voted for and who. New Zealand had a big lot of votes going for them, and I was like, oh man, they all expecting that one. I just thought France would pip it. Italy, Georgia. Oh, what a game, man. They had to fight to get back into that one. I thought Georgia played so well. I said Italy by 14. They eventually got by 3. Narrow stuff going on there. Where did you want to be? Down low. Nobody got it bang on, but 3 people went for 4. So had one of you just taken that 1 point away, you would have taken 4 points from this one. Brim Dowdy, WRU 14, we've said again in this video, and Villa Farrell getting in there with the 4. All of you guys splitting that 3. Wingspan, how close is Wingspan to taking some big points from this one, going for the Georgia and the Beast, to be fair, as well. But I don't think 24 might have been on the cards. All the same, first half was looking awfully convincing. And then the finishes off. Oh man, Wales, Australia. I thought I was being generous. I was being generous with 10. Australia took this one by 32. I'm surprised it was that low. Honestly, I won some decent money off of just betting on Australia in this game. I just gave up trying to support Wales for this one. I thought not a chance. A few people thought maybe this could be the game they take. I didn't have any confidence in him for it. Scrolling down then, did anyone get the big points? Because it was quite a lot in the end. Richie Burney and Hurricane Super Rugby winners 24, that's a long name, both getting Australia by 19, so you split the half bonus point, but neither of you within range for the half bonus point for the match point as it is. So in terms of the round then, if you've been keeping track, because a lot of different names being shown off, it is only 2 of us that stand at the top on the 10 from 10 this week, which gives those good old Grand Slam bonus points of 2. So Donovan Muller, 15, taking this one, getting those bonus points as match bonus points, just pipping me on 15.25, which is just huge in the Superbru scores, right? Me in second place, got some of my match points, no bonus points across the way. Did get my Grand Slam bonus points, though, puts me on 15 as well, which is another big one. And then Ben, with all his DNQs and whatever is going on there, you seem to have still kind of been awarded them. So I think it works. I'm just not sure what's going on with the DNQs for you, mate. But finishing on 13 points, still very, very strong in third. A few other people, Wee Lurch, Villa Farrell, Mary Poppins, also getting your 9 from 10 correct. Elward, the only person to get 8. The bonus points have separated you out to be on 11.5. WRU 14, even though only got 7 from 10, those bonus points carry you over and put you in a very sort of decent, 8th place on 11 points. So even though people below you actually got 9 out of 10, that is how impactful those bonus points are. And then ceilings out in those top 10 for the 11 across the board. Yain, Keyshawn, Dave, Milan, Bowie, and Steed Cox, all of you guys sharing 11 there for the top 10. We'll have a scroll down so everyone can see where they ended up in the round, because there were some big names that have been in the Superbru for a long time who this was not their week this week. I luckily was able to bounce back from just a travesty of a round last week. Unlike Wales, I've learned how to take that and bounce back and try something new. So in terms of the leaderboard then, Donovan Muller taking the round, but also taking that number 1 top spot out there on 23.25, climbs 9 places into first. Me, I've scrambled my way back from absolutely nowhere. I've climbed 12 places to get back up into second on 22.75. There's a bit of daylight between third. There's only half a point between me and Donovan. Could it be a year? Could it be a tournament? Or I could finally win something in the Superbru, maybe? Keyshawn taking third place on 20.5. Richie Birdie down 3 on 20. Only half of a point between you guys there. Etai down 2 on 19.75. Also close. Pedri down 2 and Mary Poppins up 4. Joint on 19.5. So there is 1 point separating third and 7th place, so all to play for in this coming round. Villa Farrell with a good round, up 13 places, up into 8th on 19.08. Don't even know how you've got to the 08, but there we are. Jump above Wingspan, who's finishing on 19, just very, very close there. And then finishing out in that top 10, Brandon, who's dropped down 5 on 18.75, and an honourable mention for Wee Lurch on the same score, but up 20 places to get into that 11th, that TDM. It's all very, very close. It looks like me and Donovan are going to go head-to-head into round 3, 4, whatever they're classifying it as on Superbru anymore. But there's still a lot of games going on this week as well. So I still think another 15-point swing could be on the cards. All you need to do is someone to have a terrible round, and suddenly you're up there. Well, a bit of a scroll down so everyone can see their name, who's moving up and who's moving down. Brim Daddy down 12. David Wakefield down 11 after such a solid rugby championship, mate. Octal Microbe down 12 as well. Ben, with all his DNQs, holding out 20th. Along the way, Exaquias down 9 into 21st. Yain climbs 9 up into 24th. Steacox and Elward also moving up the board there. Anyone drop? Oh, Forest with a big drop there, down 19 places. Not your week, this one. Geomore Rugby, I always see you down in the comment sections, mate. Down another 18. That is an unfortunate drop for you this round, my man. T. Lewis down 4. WRU at 14. Only up 2 places. Considering how much I feel like I've said that name today. Highland Cow down another 4 places. Razors All Blacks down 16 into 42nd. Colliers Rugby down 1. Let's keep scrolling down. The Beast down 11. Wits Blitz down 35 places. I don't actually know if you got picks in or just had a terrible round in this one. I don't know, maybe you just didn't get them locked in this week. A couple of people fishing off all the way down there to Logan Corrigan, who's still unfortunately on 0 from 2. I think is still there. The correct calls, as it is. But congratulations to Donovan on taking the round and top of the leaderboard. Can I squeeze it back next week? Can I manage to take that first place where I absolutely probably don't deserve to be? Moving on then to the fantasy, where you might see a little gold trophy here. This is something I didn't know they do, because I don't think I've ever come first in a round. But it's me! I came first this week in the fantasy on this one. You get to enter a champion's speech. I've never done this. I will say, hi, YouTube. Hello, everyone. Confirm. And now you can all see my message. Apparently, that's a thing you get to do if you come first. I don't know. I didn't know that was a thing. But I came top this week. Zuby in second place on 517, only 10 points behind me. Jake in third place on 489. Wombat comes in fourth place on 481, just 1 point ahead of Logan in fifth place. Pedro on 471. Don't Give a Ruck, great name, coming in there on 468. Yuani Sheet Does Plenty coming in seventh place. Oh, sorry, joint seventh place on 468. Only just seen that. On the Ball 2010 on 465 in ninth place, and Highland Cow after such a strong start in that very opening round in 10th place this week on 464. I'll have a bit of a scroll down so everyone can see their name. There's Twin Deleu. I know I'm competing against in the leaderboard overall. And we'll take a look at some of the players, some of the teams, and all that good stuff. Once again, the Autumn Nations fantasy is still not great because we can only pick from the Six Nations teams, and they also don't give us like a best team of the week, and I have no idea how to even work it out on their scoring system. I have no idea what equates to what. They do have a ruling system, but I don't know how to calculate who the best players are, except to go through all 400 players manually, which is a bit of a shame. I really wish they would put a bit more effort into the way this fantasy works. There is also this challenge thing, which I've noticed this week. I have no idea what this is. If anyone knows, drop it down in the comment section. I'm also top of that, but I don't know why. I don't know what the challenge is. So if anyone knows, drop that in there. My team this week going in, a couple of big players. I went for Darcy Graham as captain, as I know a lot of people did. Was definitely a big pick, this one. Did well. I also had Aaron Reid on the other wing, who did better. Probably the wrong call for captain there, but Darcy Graham still scored 33, doubled to 66. Ramos did well at my for fullback for 60. Menoncello 27 at centre was pretty good. Brax maybe not that good on 30, even though I felt he was really busy all game, just not getting the things that award you points. BC did me okay at 24. Somebody did pick Tom Jordan is locked to being a fly half, and I was like, oh, I don't want it because of the missing out on the kicking points. I was like, I won't go for Tom Jordan. I think Tom Jordan scored like nearly 60 on his own, so probably would have been a better pick to go for Tom Jordan there. Ross Vincent did well for me, 35 in that back row. Jack Morgan did well. He scored like 46. I saw someone have Jack Morgan. This one annoyed me. I thought I'd picked Josh Bayliss. Because I know Josh Bayliss. I don't really know a lot about Muncaster. I thought I'd pick Josh Bayliss when I obviously went Scotland back row, clicked a player and thought it was Josh Bayliss. Scored his try. I was cheering. I was like, yeah, loads of points for me. Went on to my fantasy team and realised I'd picked Muncaster by accident. So I missed out on about 20-point difference there. Dino Lamb, what a game this boy had. 36 for me there. And then locking out in that all-Scottish front row. Both props getting a try, which is nice because props don't score particularly high in this fantasy. Super Sub, I went for Dobby. Got his try when he came on. Only gave him 39. considering, got to try, but, hey, it's still something to go in there. I'm not sure who the best super sub probably would have been across the board. Again, it's just a shame they don't explain a bit more what's going on with it. Moving on to the leaderboard then. How are we standing? Zuby climbs up one place on 1,766. Rossi down one on 1,732. So only about 30 points difference. I'm in third place on 1721. So I'm about 40 points behind. I have really sort of clambered back that big points deficit that I had. Highland Cow, who I felt so sorry for last week, just going wrong for you, still holding out in a very respectable fourth on 1632. Twindaloo, who, like I said, was up there for some competition, is on 1621. Legocious, I'm going to guess at that name, on 1616. Pedro on 1595. Steedcox down 2 on 1555. Roman Andrews 7 down 1 on 1554, and on the ball 2010 it climbs up one place to get onto 1550, 1 point ahead of Don't Give a Ruck, 3 points ahead of Jake. Man, very, very tight to squeeze in towards the bottom. In fact, yeah, there's 1555 there down to like that. So wow, there's like 10 points difference between 10 and 12. That is one try from any player is the difference in a big jump there. We'll have a bit of a scroll down so you can see everybody's name. There's a tie. This fantasy is very, very different to the Superbru one. I've never been particularly good at this one like we do with the Six Nations. I'm much better at the Superbru one. Happens to be doing a pretty good tournament for me so far in this. Just not picking Wales players. is the only tip I can give everybody. Just avoid Wales players like anything. Apart from maybe Jack Morgan. Jack Morgan did score well in this one. Like I said, he scored like nearly 50. Just doing a lot of busy work. But yeah, avoiding the Wales players is pretty much the way to go. I did also see this. I don't know quite what this is. This is the actual Autumn Nations Fantasy Rugby. It says I'm 25th. I don't know if this means, like, in the world, like, of everyone playing. I've climbed 179 places up into 25th. And I can't think of anything else this means other than this is, like, the world rankings, the general world rankings of the open pool. So, in our league, we have got Zuby. Ross will be somewhere above me, right? Rossi's on 19, and me in 25th. I'm trying to look for who else's name did I say in there? No, I've just scrolled down to the I only shows you the top 100. I don't think there's anyone else in our league. But in our league, there's 3 people in our league who are currently top 25 in the world. Which, hey, you know what? We always like our competitive leagues when it comes to the fantasy. Just going to quickly have a look at who the best team in the world was this round. Gary Ringrose did well on 31. Van der Fleer, 41. Oh, Josh Bayliss, look what I missed out on by picking the wrong player by accident. Super Sub Zuliani on 72. That was a good pick for that guy. That was the best team in the world that someone did last week. Bubba, who's up there for this week. But congratulations to Zuby on taking that #1 spot as we go on through the Autumn Nations. And oh yeah, me. Congratulations to me on winning the week. I forgot who it was, but Zuby in second place there. So absolutely going to be a tough old fight. Thank you to everyone who is joining in. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Sorry it's rambled on for so long. Way too many games to cover in 1 week. I'm looking forward to doing the same again next week. Make sure you hit the subscribe button to keep up to date with all the latest rugby news. I'll see you all next time, guys. Bye-bye.